Yeah, so I came back, which is, I'm happy to be back living in Nanaimo with my family. Woo. So fun. Yeah, my boyfriend and I broke up, which is a sweet reason to make big life changes all at once. So yeah, that was cool. I like to say that though, because that's a way better opener for comedy than like, I'm happily ensconced in a relationship and sometimes we quibble, but the makeup sex is spectacular. No one wants to hear that. We just keep learning and growing together. No one wants that. So I'm in a good place for comedy, which is sweet. But you know, it's kind of funny. Like I've been doing fairly well, but I feel like my mashup of Alanis Morissette and No Doubt is really pulling me through, you know, right now. I'm just a girl that needs 10,000 spoons. It's not even a mashup that's faster, it's like slowed down. Yeah, that's about as current as any reference is going to get here. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, breaking up though, that's sweet. I feel like now I'm in the place where like my mantra was like I had 3 weeks to like pack my shit up and quit my job and like come back, and my mantra was just like I didn't say it loud and sassy because I'm not that, but I'd just be kind of like, I don't need no man, just like sort of sadly whisper it under my breath. Like I'm almost convinced, you know, like I don't need no man, I think, you know, and just kind of keep on that. You know, I get home and I like made my parents buy a bunch of pickle jars and I just open them all myself, you know? You go, girl. Just gotta strengthen up those hands. Anyway, that's fine. What else? Yeah, I don't know. It was funny. I had to quit my job though. I just decided I love my family and they're here and that's great. So it ended up breaking. My boyfriend and I broke up. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually like go be closer to my family, and that's cool because it's a big fucking country. And so I had to quit my job, which I worked at United Way in Halifax, and so it was like an adult job kind of, and it was kind of weird because I was sort of like, I'm not cool in the world, but in a non-profit full of 50-year-old middle-aged women, I'm pretty sweet. I don't have a real sense of what the world is like. I'm always the fun young person. You know, and so, but like, non-profits are weird because like, I don't know if you know this, you know, people are so concerned about non-profits and like, we're so worried that they're like wasting all of our money, and that actually really affects how nonprofits are run. Because like every time you talk to someone like on the street who's trying to get you to buy, you know, to give money or something, and then you go, yeah, and you're really sad, and you're like, yeah, well, what's your fundraising cost? What percentage of, you know, is your fundraising cost? And you're like, oh. Actually, what happens to every nonprofit when you ask that question is that the toilet paper just gets thinner. That's just immediately what happens. It's fucking thinner, guys. So much and like when you're bored at work, I don't know what you do. I go pee. So like fucking stop asking that question. They're like just gonna like give you like standard issue, I don't know, like saran wrap. This is your one piece. Just wipe with that. Like it's just like, so. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Anyway, I miss work. No, nonprofits are kind of great though because. As the token young person at work, you sort of get these danger zones. So sometimes you get like a group of women. Like the nonprofit sector is like 87% women, fun fact, in Nova Scotia. So it's like all women all the time. And there'd be these like a group of women, they'd be talking, and you'd walk by, and then one of them, this is our HR manager sometimes, she'd just be like, Emma, you're so thin. I don't know if that's, if you, like that's, there's no winning in that scenario. There's no, I know, it's maybe people like to look like magazines, or maybe that seems like, but there's no winning, there's nothing you can say, and anytime that would happen at work, I always just wish I had like urban camouflage. Like, I just wish I could just, like, melt into whatever was around me. Like, at a nonprofit, so it would have been like, I've got my inkjet pants on, and my decorative stress ball belt, and my hang in there kitten motivational t-shirt poster. Yeah, just, you can't see me. It's so good. Yeah. Work. Yeah, I miss it. Not really. I'm fun employed now, so I live with my brother, my dad, and my mom, and it's pretty sweet. And we hang out. And yeah, I don't know. I think the good thing about being fun employed though is that like you have all of the time in the world to get the service that you want now. Like I got time now, right? Like I was busy before, I go to work and then I shove food in my face, I go to comedy. Now, when I want to get out of a 3-year cell phone contract, guess who's got the time to call them every 13 minutes? I'm like, holding them hostage. You guys are gonna pay now, I got nothing to do. Oh yeah, hey Rogers, how's it going? All right, well I'm gonna call you every 13 minutes, and you know what? Like I'm holed up here in my family home, the fridge just keeps filling itself up. I got nowhere to be. All right? Yeah, you're gonna get me out of this. I know you get paid minimum wage. It's not worth it for you. It's pretty sweet. What else? It was kind of sad to leave Halifax though. Halifax is really fun if you ever get a chance to go do it. It's super great. Lots of young people. There's like 87 universities or something. Only people who work at universities have jobs. That's how it works somehow. The economy's very confusing. But yeah, so there's lots of people doing lots of fun stuff. But when I made the decision to leave and I had to leave, and my mom warned me this would happen. She'd be like, you've been there for 8 years. Like you're gonna, you have a lot of fun. Everything's gonna seem really great when you're leaving. So just hang tough, hang in there, kid. And I was like, okay, Mom, whatever. And then I opened the door, and it was exactly what she said. It was just like Halifax had become a musical, and everyone was like knew my name. Was like, hey, I was just like running into people everywhere, and there was like bluebirds bringing like mason glasses full of coffee to hipsters. And it was just, oh my God, I was like, this sucks. Yeah, and it was cold here, so that's cool too. But yeah. What else? In breaking up, I was sort of saying my boyfriend and I broke up, and it was pretty much a team effort, and my friend was like, no, that's bullshit, someone always makes the call, like it's never just like a mutual decision, and I was like, well, it was kind of like a photo finish. It was very close, like, I was like, I need a thing, and he was like, I can't give you the thing, and I was just like, well, you gotta give me the thing, and he was like, oh, if you need that thing, well, we're gonna have to break up, because that thing's gonna come back up again and again. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. And then we had a sad beer. So I feel like that's like photo finish, right? Like that's I was like, I can do the emotional digging and you can make a decision. Between the two of us, we have the capacity to break up. Go us, high five, It was pretty good. I was pretty impressed. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but the thing is, yeah, my boyfriend is a computer programmer, so I learned a lot from him because he's super analytical. And I learned a lot from breaking up, oddly. So when I'm talking to my best friend who's here and talking to other people on the phone, I found myself getting to the point where I was like, yeah, well, you should just, you guys should just break up too. I mean, you really learn a lot about yourself. Like turning it into a religion, kind of like starting to preach the good word about breaking up. Hey, everybody, just. You want to learn about yourself. Oh, you're single? Oh, just break up with someone or get someone. And then, learn a little bit about yourself with them. But then just break up. It'll be great. It's just, yeah, it was good. Yeah, breaking up fun. What else? I guess the last thing. I'm okay being single. It's all right. I'm tentative about it right now. But I think long term it's going to be awesome because I'm very excited to be a cougar. I'm not sure anyone else excited to be a cougar? Right there, yeah, all right. I think we could paint this town red. I think that could happen. I'm pretty excited to be a cougar. I think if I stay in shape and I just think of some really lewd pickup lines or something, I think I'll be alright. But I think the most important thing when you're going to go play the long game and be a cougar is that you get your cougar motto figured out. And it's not, I don't need a man. That's not it. But I figured out my cougar motto, and I'm excited about it, because I'm going to go to the bars when I'm older. I'm going to be wearing snakeskin pants that are really tight and high-waisted somehow, even though that's been in and out of fashion 18 times. And then a white t-shirt tucked into the snakeskin pants, and the t-shirt is going to have my motto, and it's going to say, "The fruit is always sweetest just before it goes rotten."